Into cybersecurity, there's a ton of content out there, and if you don't know where to start, it can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. So let's fix that. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community of tens of thousands of aspiring and active cybersecurity professionals focused on networking, knowledge sharing, and professional development. I'm Dr. Gerald, Auger, Chief Content Creator at Simply Cyber, inviting you to get the answers to your cybersecurity problems with hundreds of cybersecurity videos answering your frequently asked questions, interviewing industry experts, and live streaming daily cyber threat briefings hosted by me. Now get the stories and insights you won't find anywhere else. Hit subscribe now and dig into all the fresh content on the channel and in the community. Nothing should stop you from launching and leveling up your cybersecurity career today. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, holla, November 16th, 2023, episode number 496. Oh my goodness, of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, and over the next 45 minutes, me, you, Carrie, Marcus, Kyler with the Yeet, Kenneth Ruff, Jay, what is it? Hold on, whoa. Jay and Michelle working for the last time at the tech meeting. Senfulous, Toasty Pops, Galen Wright, my man, Language Express, Mia Dub, James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet, potentially Charles Finfrock, Rhett Coleman, Adam Frank, Matt McDaniel with the coffees, and Alpha Sierra bringing the heat. Folks over on LinkedIn, people on YouTube, first-timers, long-timers, squad members, community members, guys, get in here. We're all going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be bringing my opinion and analysis on each of those stories. Some people might even call it expert opinion and analysis on what this information can do for you to drive cyber risk reduction for your stakeholders. Or if you're looking to break into the industry, settle in, Buttercup, because you're going to be asked in any single cybersecurity job interview, how do you stay current on the industry? The Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Briefing podcast is a phenomenal answer. What's up, Raniel Isaac? Good to see you. So check it out. In addition to being able to crush that question in an interview, you're also going to get exposed to different concepts, terminology, legislation, threat actors, and the chat over here. Chef's kiss. Say what's up to the network. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is awesome. But before we dig into the show, let me take a minute, pay the bills, and say shout out and holla to the stream sponsors, starting with my good friend Eric Taylor at Barricade Cyber Solutions. Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses from cyber attacks and recover from the damage done. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. Believe that. Check them out at barricadecyber.com. Links in the description below. Just a reminder for everybody, I do not prepare or research any of the stories that we'll be covering in today's show. So I'm giving you my raw, spicy takes. And I've got 20 years of experience, so they are informed. But love the discussion, love other people's perspectives. The mods are in here dropping their knowledge bombs. So it is a win for everybody. Also, I want to tell you about Panoptcy Security. Panoptcy, get a partner who understands your cybersecurity program and your business goals. Listen, if you are in a reactive cybersecurity program, if you're in charge of a program, but you need a little bit of help, even if you're the best practitioner on the planet, sometimes you need an external consultant to come in and literally just say what you've been saying for the last year, except say it from an external perspective, and the business will listen. Whether you need real help or just a proxy help to get your agenda moving forward, whatever it is, Panoptcy Security can help you. They have deep level of experience all the way from GRC work to helping you build your SOC out and helping MSSPs become more efficient and better at their jobs. Panoptcy Security. Get them at panoptcy.com, panoptcy.com. I love Brandon Poole. I am on the advisory board over at Panoptcy, just for full disclosure, which is an unpaid position, but I feel like it warrants me telling you all. Also, Antisyphon training, but more about them at the mid-roll. Now, hey, Marcus Kyler, Sharice Lamb, Rich464, Kimberly Can Fix It. Did you guys know that each episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Briefing is worth 1/2 a CPE? So say what's up in chat. And I know most people are like, half a CPE? Bro, I don't bend over and pick up a half a CPE off the sidewalk. But hold on, listen to me. These things stack like a sandwich in a cartoon. Right? So half today, 2.5 for the week, 10 for the month, 30 for the quarter, 120 for the year. What? That just happened, y'all. Believe me, you're going to be happy. Say what's up in chat, hashtag Team Live in chat. Take a screenshot, whatever you want, but make sure that you file it off. I had some people reach out to me and ask if there was some way I could provide them like a spreadsheet of all the times they've attended. I cannot do that. I don't know if obviously Keith Ferguson, Cindy, Tom Bishop, I see you're here. I'm saying what's up. But you're not registering for this stream. You're just dropping in. I do not capture who's here. So you have to do that on your own, but it's right there for you. I leave it burned into the stream so you can always go back. Giddy up on it. Hashtag Team Live. Now, if you're watching on replay, much love. Team Replay are people too. Let me know in the comments, hashtag Team Replay. What's up, Team Replay? And remember, the Team Replay comments do get timestamps, so you can definitely go back and demonstrate that you were there for the half a CP. As we go through the stories, Team Replay, I'd love your thoughts. I saw some people chiming in on the Australia story. Holler at you. I see a lot of people talking about coming for the 500th episode. I'll talk more about that later on. But definitely, Team Replay, you want to be Team Live that day. Please, November 22nd. I know it's asking a lot, but believe me, it's going to be a banger of a show. All right, guys. I got news for you. We're moving. We are moving. Hold on. What do we got here? We are moving with the quickness today, guys. Just as a quick advisor, normally this show is 60 minutes. I've got to go pick up our very own Charles Finfrock.
I'm a crypto evangelist. I love it, love it, love it.
I got to go pick Finfrock up at the hotel and shuttle him Uber Black style over to the Citadel. He will be teaching my class today. Woo! Citadel students for the win. All right. He'll also be my guest live in studio later today. Just check this out. Look at what's going on back here. We've got a situation going on back here that's going to just absolutely crush it. So you're not going to want to miss Finfrock's talk later today. Believe that. All right, guys. Having warned you of all of that, let's settle in. Let's get our coffee, which I'm now drinking. I'm going to take a big slug. Oh, Valentino, my man, with the energy. Let's go. All right, guys, let's settle in. Let's settle in and get to work, all right? I'll see you all at the mid-roll.
From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Thursday, November 16th, 2023. I'm Rich Straffolino. Microsoft goes all in on Copilot. The company made several AI announcements. It rebranded its Bing chat to Microsoft Copilot. It also announced its first custom AI silicon, the Azure Maya AI Accelerator and ARM-based Azure Cobalt CPU. Both will deploy in Azure data centers next year. Microsoft also announced Copilot Studio. Similar to OpenAI's GPT platform, this no-code offering lets users extend Microsoft 365 Copilot with custom datasets and integrations. On the security front, Microsoft will combine its new Security Copilot offering with Sentinel Security Analytics and Defender XDR into a unified security operations platform.
Okay. All right. So a couple of things to point out here. They covered a lot, actually. I guess, Mike, again, I'm not, dude, there's too much in our industry to stay on top of everything. So Microsoft must have had some type of conference or something recently where they dropped all this knowledge, because this is an awful lot of, announcements to just randomly drop on a Wednesday. So if I had to guess, they did some type of big press or a big event. Here's the TLDR. One, they changed the name Bing Chat. Good. I thought Bing was a stupid name. I'm super inclusive. I'm all about it. But guys, Bing, that's what you went with? I don't know if it was Friday at 3:30 p.m. and they're like, we got to get a name before we can leave. And someone was like, Bing. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Let's go get tacos. So I'm glad they're getting rid of it. I think it's dumb. Copilot, it's their AI thing. Let's go. It's going to be very advantageous. Now, the TLDR here, I want to put things in perspective, and also this is a hot take. Oh, right out the gate. Hold on. Right out the gate, guys, with the tinfoil hat. Okay, so check it out. Couple things. One, they're saying that the Copilot's going to make it easier for no-code solutions, which basically means, with all due respect, it opens the aperture wider for a wider audience to be able to do things in an engineering capacity in the back end of Microsoft Office 365, right? So BSEC's got, 300 years of engineering experience. He can get in there and turn wrenches and tinker all these things, and that's great. Well, Carl, junior engineer, couple years experience, maybe doesn't have as much skill as our, wise, gray-haired BSEC, but with these no-code solutions, they're going to make it easier, more accessible. Now, here's the hot take, okay? Here's the hot take that I want you guys to know. One, just because they're pivoting from you got to be able to turn wrenches and understand what's going on under the hood to you can just kind of wave your arms and things will happen. You still have to have the skill of how to wave your arms, right? I know it's easier than flipping the hood up and tinkering, but I want to point out, this makes it easier. This does not make it automated or turnkey or anything like that. You still have to pick up the skill on how to communicate with Copilot, how it's going to do things in Sentinel, how it's going to do things with your XDR. Okay, so just it's important to think about, because a lot of times what you'll find out, and this is CISO Jerry, GRC Jerry talking now, what you'll find out is management, CEO, CIO, especially, oh my God, the CIO will be like, bro, we got this. It's automated. Everything's automated. No big deal. Let's go. We're all in on Copilot. And then they don't staff it. They don't send the engineers to get training. They're just go figure it out. And then you have this breakdown where you have a technology, you're paying for a technology, but you don't staff it, you don't manage it, you don't maintain it, you don't do the things that are process driven, you don't do the operations thing. And then the CIO's like, why are we getting breached, or what's the visibility, or can you hook me up with some insights? And they're like, we don't have anyone that knows how to do these things because you just went YOLO on this and then put me on a firewall task over here, donkey. Now, don't call your CIO donkey. What I'm saying is this happens all the time where they get all frothed up and for shiny things and new tech, and they throw money at it, and they don't think about A, who's going to do the work, and then B, whoever's going to do the work, if they do think that forward, what about the work that person was doing? Are you just going to give them 2 jobs now? Is that your Is that your job? I mean, is that your plan, Kenny? Is that what we're doing here? So anyways, that's a spicy hot take. I love it. Also, by the way, can I just point out really quickly that a sleepy thing, Microsoft Sentinel, Office 365, single pane of glass. Everybody's loving themselves some Microsoft, and including me. So I'm not throwing stones, or I'm inside the glass house and I'm whipping stones around too. But my point is, everybody trashes Splunk because it's wicked expensive, and it's expensive because of the data you store. Splunk itself as a platform is cheap. Splunk holding your data, which is the telemetry you need to actually be able to do things, that's expensive. Sentinel, sleepy giant in it gets wicked expensive, wicked fast. Here's the cost for Sentinel, whoop, right? So don't be careful. Also, final thing, whether it's Splunk or Sentinel that you're getting grabbing your ankles for, what you should know is you don't need to collect all the logs. Most people right-click, select all, send the logs, and then you'll figure it out once you're in Sentinel. In reality, really good SOCs, really good detection engineers, real good SOC managers, you actually curate what logs you actually need and bring those into your SIM, which is how you save costs. But a lot of people don't do that. They just go ham and put everything in there, which is why it's wicked expensive.
YouTube's AI disclosure requirement. The popular video hosting platform announced it will roll out a policy change over the coming months to require creators to disclose if they used altered or synthetic content that is realistic, including using AI tools. This will include a new labeling system to inform users about such content, particularly targeted around sensitive subjects. The platform will also create a removal process for AI-generated content that simulates identifiable individuals or media. YouTube will maintain its policies banning content that misleads users.
Good.
See,
Good. I am all for this.
Shall we play a game?
Listen, if you put some type of sponsored content on YouTube and you don't disclose that you were paid for it, they'll pull it down. If you play copyrighted music, they'll smack you with it. If you show someone how to steal credentials using a phishing landing page, they'll strike you down. I know from personal experience. My point is, YouTube is doing what they can and they're pivoting. I love it. If you have some type of synthetic media, i.e., whether it's an AI avatar or it looks like, President Biden, and it's like, I like turtles, like whatever it is, people have the right to know whether or not it was generated using AI. And normally I wouldn't be like, oh, what's it matter if it's like a real human or a synthetic human? Well, when you start duplicating real people, deep fakes, saying things, taking positions, right? I mean, there's a ton of misinformation, disinformation, information warfare type campaigns happening on social media, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, Signal, whatever. But I appreciate that they're doing this. For my dollar, I actually think that YouTube, aka Google, understands that they have a massive platform. If I'm not mistaken, YouTube is the second or third most visited website on the internet. Last I checked, it's definitely top three. It's either second or third. So with that kind of footprint, that kind of traffic, in my opinion, I get you're a private company. I understand that you make
Straight cash, homie.
but in my opinion, you have a social and moral obligation to do the right thing. Right now, again, let's just push aside what they do in China, okay? Like, I don't want to get into all that. But in general, okay, Google does the right thing. I'm all about it.
CISA's AI roadmap. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency unveiled this new roadmap under mandate from President Biden's executive order for DHS to promote AI safety standards. The roadmap outlines 5 lines of effort to develop these standards: using AI responsibly for CISA's mission, assessing AI systems, protecting critical infrastructure, collaboration, and expanding AI expertise. Essentially, the roadmap will help CISA plan for integrating and evaluating AI tools to help with its security mission.
Oh my God. Yeah, CISA. Let's get this Jen Easterly emote going. Jen Easterly emotes are so hot right now. All right, so check it out. I'm happy. I've been saying this for months, dude. Like, the United States needs to get their in gear. Sorry, Kennedy. They need to get their butt in gear and stop being bloated bureaucrats and having infighting and talking about all this nonsense, and like the senator from Oklahoma wanting to fight somebody on the Senate floor. Like, enough. Let's actually focus on issues that matter. And AI is coming like a wrecking ball. Okay, so I know the executive order came out maybe like 2 weeks ago around an approach to AI with like 4 pillars, 5 pillars. Good. An AI roadmap. Here's my thing. I love that politicians are just building the framework and allowing tech leaders and private sector to drive the freaking roadmap. Here's an idea. Let's have the people who understand what's happening and understand what's going on be empowered by the politicians and by the legislation to make practical, real, actionable, implementable policies and processes and regulation around AI, right? Look, I mean, the last story, freaking YouTube makes the decision that you need to disclose whether or not it's synthetic media. They're moving faster than the government. So here's my whatever. This isn't even a spicy hot take. This is like a jalapeno with the seeds already taken out level of spice, okay? The private sector is going to, the big tech private sector is going to define what the regulations and rules are for AI usage, and AI constraints and censorship going forward. Now, private sector has a certain perverse incentive.
Straight cash, homie.
It's all about straight cash, homie. Now, I just said Google, I like that they do the right thing. But guys, at the end of the day, Google's not going to do the right thing if it costs them an A-load of money. Google's going to do the right thing if it costs them nothing or if it makes them money. Same with Amazon, same with Meta, same with Microsoft. etc. Right? So we can be righteous and altruistic and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there's shareholders to speak to. There is big money floating through the ether, okay? And guess what? People with money, people with power, you know what they like? Money and power. You know what they don't like? Losing money and power. So anyways, long story short, you've got to keep it in mind. Big tech is going to define the roadmap for AI, absolutely. Oh yeah, Emmanuel knows what's going on. Saint Jen Easterly of Our Lady Cybersecurity. I think we should coin that.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Heck yeah. All right. Now, if I'll tell you what, Emmanuel, I would actually put together I'd ask Dan Reardon to make a meme and I would post it on social media. But I think I'm flirting dangerously in the waters of restraining order with my fanboy for Jen Easterly. So I do want to, take measured steps into that. But yeah, Jen Easterly, straight crushing it. Oh, hold on, I hit the wrong button. I'm all bollocksed up here.
Medical transcription company attack exposed patient data. Perry Johnson and Associates, or PJ&A, disclosed that a cyber attack that began back in March exposed personal information on 8.9 million patients. Threat actors retained access to PJ&A systems from March 27th through May 2nd. It began notifying impacted parties on October 31st. Exposed data included names, birthdays, diagnoses, social security numbers, and medical transcripts, but not financial information or credentials. We've seen prior notifications from PJ&A clients like Cook County Health and Northwell Health that exposed data from the incident.
Okay.
And now-
Sorry, mod chat's got me distracted over here. All right, so a cyber attack dropped a bunch of medical data. Obviously, PJ&A is going to have to go on the naughty list for HIPAA. Not that anyone looks at that anymore. Dude, full name, date of birth, medical record number. This is an internal MRN, so don't sweat that. Like, this is not big deal. This is the number relative to the actual EHR system. These two things you can't change. Well, you can change your name, but you can't change your date of birth. Hospital account number, whatever. Here's the deal. Treatment facility. So this isn't good. I mean, obviously, identity theft is the first thing to go to, where you can either, assume their identity and try to commit some type of insurance fraud. Also, you can attack the individual themselves. Hey, like, this is the hospital. You have a late bill for whatever. Stop talking about Jen. It makes him flustered. Priceless pancake.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So check it out. This information, it used to be back in the day, they called it FULZ, F-U-L-L-Z, back in the day. And if FULZ medical stuff got dropped, it was a hot mess on fire. It still is, but here we go. Here is the letter. I'm sure if you read this letter from PJ&A, somewhere in it, it says that they take your security and privacy very seriously. Let me see. Oh, here we go. What are we doing? I knew it. What are we doing? We're committed to maintaining the privacy and security of your information. I'm not saying that they put this in, like they bought the template or the boilerplate, but it's the same thing every time, guys. It's very important. Your information, we protect it. So what happened? Really quickly, I'm kind of curious here. They engaged a cyber vendor to further provide. Hold on. I want to know what the deal was here. They don't say what actually happened. They just said that here's what they said. They hired an outside InfoSec company, not much different than Barricade Cyber, right? Who then came in and they immediately implemented the actions that they said to prevent further disclosure, i.e. they helped us secure our stuff after the fact of being breached. Yeah, this sucks, man. I mean, it sucks for these people. If you've ever had your data compromised, it feels very violating. It feels very not good. I do want to say really quickly, the breach only happened. Oh, no, this is March to May. Never mind. I thought it was 2 days. It's months. Whatever. This isn't a good look. PJ&A, hand slapped. Here's a final thing. For me, for you, for Mia, for Laura Flores, for Priceless Pancake, we don't get to decide. We're not going to use PJ&A anymore. They're a medical transcription service. Hospitals and medical care providers engage with them to do services. They are a business to business company. So even if we really aren't happy with PJ&A, you know what we don't get to choose? We don't get to choose whether or not they get used, right? So and by the way, really, who's going to call their dentist and be like, "Hello, dentist. I just wanted to know, are you using PJ&A for your medical transcription service? Yes or no?" Yeah, we are. I'm done with you, dentist, right? No one's going to make that phone call, all right? So this sucks, but at the same time, I hate it because it's like a speed bump. And by the way, because it's a speed bump, yes, PJ&A is probably going to implement some best practices and whatever, but this doesn't curb behavior, right? This is just 9 million. Yeah, business associate Lupe Peterman's got it. All right, let's keep going.
A word from our sponsor, Sysdig. For businesses innovating in the cloud, every second counts. Sysdig strengthens cyber resilience by reducing the attack surface, detecting threats in real time, and accelerating incident response. Their platform correlates signals across cloud workloads, identities, and services to enable businesses to prioritize risks and act decisively.
Come on, man.
Sysdig. Secure every second.
Freaking.
Yeah.
So I have a pocket knife in my back pocket, and my cable, I'm sorry, this has got to be said. My cable that connects to my earpiece, it dangles just low enough to clip, to right below my butt, the pocket. So this little thing, it catches that cable, and if I move it, rips it out of this mixer, or rips it out of my ear, and I just don't have time for that. I am sorry. All right, so check it out. Oh my God, come on, bro. It just clipped my button. Oh, all right, so check it out. Hold on, where are we? Here we are. Watching Jerry on the big screen from my hotel room while getting some work done. Check your phone, Jerry, for the visual. Holla. Let's check it out. Let's look at James McQuiggan live at 35,000 feet. Here we go. A live look in at, oh my God, that does look cool, James. James McQuiggan live from the hotel. James, I gotta say, buddy, you're living the high life. Look at the size of that room. I don't know where you guys stay, but that clearly doesn't look like the single twin bedroom. That definitely looks more like the high roller package. Nice jobs, James McQuiggan, live from Copenhagen. All right, guys, check it out. I hope you're getting value from the show. I hope you're getting educational entertainment value. If you are, holler at me. Hit the like button on YouTube if you would right now. It goes a long way to helping other people find the show. Thank you. Hit the like button. Guys, what do we got? 365 of you glorious people here. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you to the stream sponsors, Barricade Cyber, Panoptcy Security, and Antisyphon Training. Guys, Antisyphon Training is absolutely flipping the script on the traditional cybersecurity training industry by providing high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. Some of their courses, a lot of their good ones, some of the ones taught by John Strand himself, are free. Pay what you can. Pay what you can. You could take $0. Go to the link in the description below. I know. We'll talk about the Spotify thing in a minute. Go to the link in the description below. Go to training. Go to Pay What You Can training and look at the calendar of events. Guys, January is going to be hot. John Strand is going to be dropping knowledge bombs back to back. At the end of January, he's got the Active Defense and Cyber Deception course, which I've taken and is awesome. And then right after that, SOC core skills. If you want to learn the core skills needed to work in a SOC from arguably one of the kindest, most knowledgeable elders in our industry, John Strand. Go use the link in the description below. Don't sleep on this. You'll be totally happy you did. Really quickly, someone did mention the Spotify. Only goes back to November 7th. We've got we're slightly changing the process for that, and those podcasts will start getting updated soon. Zev Shadow, I promise you. Or Shadow Wolf, I promise you, okay? All right, guys. Hey, Simply Cyber Community Challenge. Let me holler at you for a second. Christopher Peters, a.k.a. Variable X, has the baton. Not sure if they're in chat or not. But listen, guys, if you want to blow up your LinkedIn feed, not just for, stats or likes or whatever, but if you want to build a meaningful professional network take advantage of what I'm about to tell you, okay? First of all, let's just put the baton aside. For the 375 people here, if you want to have a meaningful professional network and basically hack LinkedIn, do the following. Go on LinkedIn and search for this hashtag Simply Cyber Community Challenge. And then do the following. Connect with the person who posted, connect with the people in comments, leave a comment. If you do that, the next person who comes in is going to connect with the poster, connect with the people in comments, which is you also, and then they're going to add themselves. There's been over 180 Simply Cyber Community Challenge posts. 180 people have carried the baton forward. I'm telling you, this is an amazing way to grow your network with like-minded people. 5 minutes a day. Dude, I'm just telling you right now, Michael Cooney posted 2 days ago. I went through his comments. 7 or 8 people I was a second level connection with. Connect. I'm doing it. You're doing it. It is massive value. Build your professional network. I talk about it all the time. It's not just a freaking game or a gimmick. It is literally value add for you. You take it with you, okay? You could leave Simply Cyber and it'll go with you, all right? So Christopher Peters, if you could tag someone, I would genuinely appreciate that. Let's keep going. And if we don't get somebody, I'm sorry. It's Thursday, which is meme of the week. If you guys remember, Haircut Fish makes a meme every Thursday for us. I do not censor it or do any type of, input on it. It's free and wild. It goes directly from Haircut Fish to you. If you remember a couple weeks ago, there was a story about curl. Curl is a Linux binary that tons of people know that seems pretty benign, but hackers were attacking it. So this is a little disturbing, but Haircut Fish said that I was all about curl, so he made me a Curly Sue. If you know the movie from the early 90s, Curly Sue, James Belushi and an orphan girl are basically grifters, and then, they form a father-daughter kind of relationship. So anyways, this is Curly Sue with my face superimposed on it. Yeah, if you left Simply Cyber, you could take it with you. I strongly encourage you do not leave Simply Cyber.
Chairman wants to overturn new SEC rules. New legislation proposed by Representative Andrew Garbarino, chairman of the House Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, would block implementation of the new rules from the Securities and Exchange Commission requiring companies to disclose material incidents. Garbarino argued CISA should lead reporting efforts rather than the SEC, and that a congressionally approved reporting rule will come into effect in 2024. The SEC argues that the rules inform investors of critical cybersecurity issues.
Yeah, okay. So there's a couple things here, right? So this guy right here is like, the SEC shouldn't be in charge of this. CISA should be in charge of this. Now, I don't know Gary Gensler's Gary Gensler is the SEC chairman who's being interrogated by Mr. Garbarino. Hey, here's a deep cut for everybody because this is Representative Andrew Garbarino. But when I see this, the first thing I think of is Mr. Garbarino, Mr. Bob Dobalina, Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. Now, that is a very deep cut, but if you get it, you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so CISA handles this. Right now, the SEC is doing it. The SEC's argument is that, listen, we're responsible for shareholders, and it's our responsibility to make sure that publicly traded companies are doing right. I kind of agree that the SEC is totally in this. It's not like Sarbanes-Oxley is under the purview of CISA, including the COVID elements of Sarbanes-Oxley, right? So that argument does fall slightly down. What I would argue is maybe a blend of the two, where the private companies are required to submit to CISA within X amount of days, and then CISA makes the SEC aware through a side channel. We could see that. But at the end of the day, again, I hate to be so freaking cynical, but here's my tinfoil hat. I don't know who funded Mr. Garbarino, Mr. Bob Dobalina. I don't know who funded them, but private companies that are publicly traded have lots of money. I could see, if it's just the same rules, but it goes from SEC to CISA, then there's that. If this guy's looking to nerf the SEC rules, I could totally see that. So keep an eye out for this. If you work for a publicly traded company, Yes, thank you, Josh Mason. Sarbanes-Oxley is passed by Congress. My point is that SOX compliance, and if you violate SOX, it becomes kind of an SEC disclosure that it doesn't fall under CISA. One thing I want to point out, this is not a news story today, but it does. It came across my feed this morning, and it's totally on brand and relevant. So ransomware, again, this is not part of the CISO series. This is just to illustrate. You might see the story and be like, who cares if it's CISA or SEC? Check this out. Black Cat Alfie. This was in this morning's news because I get up at 6 a.m. and if you, I consume news even when I'm not doing the threat briefing. Black Cat Alfie actually submitted a complaint to the SEC that a company that they hacked did not comply with the 4-day rule that the SEC requires for disclosing a data breach. So this is cold as ice, man. But Alfie, criminal enterprise, submitting a legitimate complaint to the SEC that one of their victims they breached and did not disclose. This parlays nicely into this because, again, whether it's CISA or SEC, they have to do the disclosure. So we'll see where this goes. My initial thought is I like it with the SEC. You know what I mean? But by the way, really quickly, just as a fun fact, because I worked in healthcare for like a million years, if you have a breach, just like PG&A did a couple stories ago, you have to disclose to the Department of Health and Human Services that you had a breach, a HIPAA breach. Office of Civil Rights under HHS is the one that slaps you in the face and says, don't do that again. I don't hear, Chairman Mr. Bob Dabalina here asking for healthcare companies to have to disclose their breaches and their data cyber incidents to CISA, right? So again, I hate to be so cynical, but
Straight cash, homie.
I feel like it all goes back to straight cash, homie. All right, really quickly, for those who got the deep cut, I just want to show you. This is Mr. Dabalina. Mr. Bob. All right, there we go.
Google's Titan embraces passkeys. Google announced FIDO2 updated Titan security key hardware available in USB-C and USB-A configurations. These support storing and using passkeys for device login or with third-party services, able to store up to 250 passkeys. Previous FIDO1 Titan keys could only store 25 passkeys. Google will also work with various NGO partners to distribute 100,000 security keys to high-risk users in 2024.
All right. Hopefully the Mr. Babalina doesn't hit a copyright strike. Hey, chat, can you let me know if the audio from the YouTube video came through? Secondly, it's raining. It is raining memberships.
Did we just become best friends? Yep. Did we just become best friends? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
So awesome. Hey, everybody, if you are in chat right now, Eric Taylor from Barricade Cyber just dropped 100 squad subscriptions. Memberships. So Paris Gatsby, Alicia Jerry, Mr. 11, Severino De Alexandris, Yetzi. So many of you are now becoming squad members. So good on you. Oh, perfect. There was no audio. All right. So check it out, guys. If you want to get the squad membership really quickly, what you need to do is, let me see this really quickly. Can I do this? Hold on one second. I can't really do it on stream very easily, but basically if you're on YouTube right now, there's a little dollar symbol. Oh my God, look at chat blowing up. There's a little dollar symbol below. You have to click on it and say that you're willing to accept subscriptions. It's right next to the emote face down by the chat, and you will, that's how you get it, okay? All right, so check it out. Google's new Titan security key lets you store passkeys. Physical security keys are epic. Honestly, they're epic as a multi-factor authentication option, but they're even better if you only have a single factor, better than a password because they're less likely to be hacked. Obviously, you introduce the risk of physically losing it, and then you're screwed. So be careful with that. Titan security keys. I haven't used these. If anyone has used them, let me know. I do appreciate it. They're $35. I will say this, guys, as much as like YubiKeys and Titan keys have been around, for years, frankly, I don't know anyone that really uses them in any practical setting, right? Let me know. Let me know if in chat, I know it's raining right now because of Eric Taylor, but let me know in, hey, what's up, Tom Bishop with the 16-month. Thanks so much. They're only $30. It's awesome. I agree. Let me know in chat if you would, and Team Replay too. Do you use physical hardware tokens? I'm curious if you do. Oh, look at you, BSEC. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks so much. Hey, let me know if you use physical hardware keys in chat or in the comments below. I really would be interested because I've gotten them before and I've never really fully adopted them into my workflow. Dub CLU, Jesus. People just jumping all up in these things. Can I do this too? Look at it. Here I are. Woo! All right. I don't have a blue badge, but I've got a red badge. There we go. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? I love it. Let me know in chat. Anyways, way to go, Google, pushing it forward.
Amazon launches Astro for Business. The e-commerce giant further expanded into physical security with Astro for Business. The service allows SMBs to use Amazon.
Hey, really quickly, Eric Taylor from Barricade Cyber Solutions is an expert at ransomware. He sees it every day. He sees how threat actors destroy businesses. Eric Taylor is doing his best ransomware threat actor impression right now by destroying chat with the squad memberships.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Anyways, love it, love it, love it. Let's keep.
Astro mobile robots as security guards for facilities under 5,000 square feet. The units themselves cost $2,350 and can integrate with either the subscription-based Ring Protect Pro or Astro Security Service, or those can be combined into a virtual security guard service for $99 a month. This highest tier will have video from Astro monitored by a local company. Astro previously saw a limited consumer release on an invitation-only basis.
All right. So check it. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. All right. Are you kidding me? So check this out. All right. Here we go. This guy right here, the Amazon Dinky Astro robot, is available for basically a security guard. So here's the TLDR on this one. This is basically a CCTV camera on wheels, okay? I'm going to trash this thing right now. This is a CCTV camera on wheels. It's the size of a shoebox. It rolls around and takes pictures. All right, it's okay, here we go. Hold on, this is check it out. Okay, so this thing floats around and it says whatever. And for a fixed service fee a month, you can have a security company who is not affiliated with Amazon monitor it. Okay, like, why not just buy CCTV cameras and install them? Because this one's on wheels. Guys, this is not a Boston Dynamics robot. If I was going to break into a place, I would just run up and punt this thing across the room. Or, ooh, here comes a crazy physical security attack. I throw a blanket on it. I throw a blanket on it and tip it over. Like, what are we doing here? Spray paint it. Whatever, dude. What are we talking about here? Right? Or this thing's like a Roomba version 1. Stick it in like some sand so the wheels don't turn. Put it in a kitty litter box and face it against the wall. I don't know. It looks like it's working, but it's stuck again. Right? That's my impression of a security guard monitoring the CCTV. I don't know why I made him sound like a doofus. But my point is, this introduces what I would consider very little value add. This thing is not a Boston Dynamics robot dog that's like opening doors and has like a hunter predator kind of vibe to it where you're like, dude, if I pull up on a spot and I see this thing, I'm like, I'm totally ripping this place off. If I pull up and I see the Boston Dynamics dog, I'm driving to your competitor's business because there's no way in hell, sorry, Kennedy, there's no way I'm taking on one of those dynamic robots, bro. Or why don't we put this on a drone? Put this on a drone, have it flying somewhere so it's got aerial views and I can't hit it, right? Let's get technical. Throw a Wi-Fi pineapple and interrupt the feed on this thing. Send it new commands. Have it go off a stairwell. This is such a cheesy cash grab by Amazon, bro.
Straight cash, homie.
Okay, in full disclosure, I didn't prep a research for the story. I haven't done any evaluation. I did not understand. I didn't look or evaluate this tool. It just seems like such a goofy cash grab. What are we doing here, Amazon? Like, dude, Amazon has like infinite dollars. You're going to sell this to me as a security guard solution, and I still have to pay a security company to monitor the feeds. So I'm not getting an economy of scale. I'm not getting a return on my investment. I still got to pay someone to watch the damn feed. This is basically a camera on a Roomba. Get out of here with that noise.
Wired's deep dive into the history of Mirai. Wired's Andy Greenberg published a long-form piece looking at the start and impact of the
Okay. Hold on. I do want to, we are inclusive here in the community. We are inclusive, and I do appreciate other people's perspectives. Breck Means, squad member, by the way. Breck Means does bring up a good point. The Empire discovered the rebels on the ice planet of Hoth by sending out floating Astro robots. But I wanted to say, in full disclosure, the robots that discovered the rebel base on Hoth were like more like drones than they were this ridiculous thing. This guy would have got stuck in a snowbank instantly. So I'm team drones, not team whatever this thing is. Also, how did they find out the ice planet Hoth? I feel like someone got squeezed. Anyways, let's go.
Founders of the Mirai botnet, created by teenagers Josiah White, Paris Jha, and Dalton Norman. This saw White creating Qbot back in 2014 using IoT routers after creating DDoS boosting services for years. From there, White and Jha created a DDoS protection company, ProTraf. This eventually led to the creation of Mirai with its zombie enrollment feature, allowing them to quickly grow the size of the botnet. The piece also highlights Mirai's attack on Brian Krebs, the release of Mirai's source code by Jha, and the group's arrest in 2017. After their arrest, the three worked with law enforcement for undercover sting operations and technical analysis. In the end, the trio received sentences of community service and six-figure financial restitutions. This summary doesn't do the piece justice, so look for the link in our show notes and read it for yourself.
All right, so a couple things here. How are we doing on time? I got to get going really quickly. All right, so hey, the story of Mirai is awesome. Three young enterprising guys out of Rutgers. Hey, way to go, Jersey. Rutgers, basically across the street from Princeton. Love the grease truck. Shout out to grease trucks. They launched Mirai. It was basically to knock over Minecraft servers so they could make straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
And then the FBI got onto them. They freaked out. They published the Mirai code. They still got arrested, which is not good. And then the community, like basically the threat actor community, took Mirai. If I had more time, we could do an entire deep dive on Mirai. It's actually a brilliant piece of, not malware, but it is malware, but it has different kind of capabilities. The way it spread was interesting. The way it spread, by the way, it attacked telnet. So don't think port 23 is closed because it's 2023. No coincidence in the year and the port number. But it attacked telnet. It just used default admin creds. It would randomly select an IP address since it's a finite space. Not super complicated in how it found its victims, but actually super, super effective. It grew to over 500,000 bots so they could blow off Minecraft servers. Wired magazine, actually, dude, this is Andy Greenberg. Andy Greenberg from Tracers in the Dark. The guy writes amazing content. Maybe I can get him on Simply Cyber Live. I love myself some Andy Greenberg. Absolutely required reading. I'm going to read this. I love what they do. This has got to be a great story. Also, if there's a Darknet Diaries, check that out as well. All right.
As security professionals.
All right. Sorry to be so quick here. We've got, I got to go pick up Finfrock. Guys, really quickly, Team Replay, Team Live. Next Wednesday, November 22nd, is the 500th episode of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. We're going to blow the top off the lid. We're going to blow the lid off, okay? Tons of giveaways, tons of fun. Chat is going to be Discord, so we'll have lots of GIFs and lots of fun. It'll be a great time right before Thanksgiving. Come, please try to be Team Live. I want as many people to get the opportunity to win the prizes as possible. 500, unbelievable. We got a lot of content on the channel, thousands of episodes, great community, the mods, you guys. 500, it's going to be a milestone. I can't wait to share it with you. Come out November 22nd, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Also, just want to let everybody know that Simply CyberCon Track 1, Simply CyberCon Track 2 and Charles Finfrock's OSINT course have all been posted. Thank you, BSEC, Base Case, and Kimberly for that work. Go onto the playlist on Simply Cyber's channel, and you will be able to consume all of that content. Please do me a solid favor. Post on your social medias that these playlists are out there now. A lot of people have been asking for it. I've got to run. I can't do it, but I would appreciate it if you all did it. Really quickly, that's the show. I got to get out of here. John Hoyt has picked up the baton. Wait until you read John Hoyt's story. I've known John Hoyt, CISO at Clemson, SOC manager prior to that for years. John Hoyt is an absolute legend and a wonderful person on top of that. Guys, I'm Jerry, your chat. Thank you so very much. Until next time, stay secure. I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going. Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time today, we will have Charles Finfrock live on stream. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, Charles Finfrock. He'll be sitting back in that chair over there. We're doing a live video in-person podcast. First time for Simply Cyber Live. You're going to love it. Don't miss it. Mark your calendars, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Mods, if you could drop a link in chat to the live for the Finfrock interview, I'd appreciate it. Now I got to get out of here. Bye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one.